Hey, welcome to Transformation Fridays. This is Chani. I want to talk with you guys today about this idea of energy transfer and absorbing other people's energy and what we are actually experiencing when we have this narrative. So what I see a lot is I see a lot of this conversation about being empathic or being around somebody and you take on their energy or they take your energy, right? And this is an understandable narrative. Excuse me. This is a totally understandable narrative, right? Like, of course, if you have an experience where you witness something or you spend time with somebody and your state of being shifts, you're going to naturally want to attribute it to the experience that you just had. But what I want to do is shift the lens so that you're no longer looking to something quote unquote outside of you as the impetus for your own emotional state. What I want to do is have you shift the lens so that if you have an experience, you observe something, or you're around somebody and you feel as though your state shifts, to really look inside and ask yourself, what about that person? What about that scenario? What about that situation is creating a shift in me? What am I responding to? And what am I experiencing? Did my energy shift in a way that I don't feel comfortable with? Is there something about this person that's making me uncomfortable because there's a reflection and there's something about myself that's similar that I'm also uncomfortable with and haven't yet fully reconciled and integrated? Or am I experiencing a sense of disconnect between the way that I think I should relate or the way that I want to relate to this person or this scenario, and I'm not? I want to feel connected and maybe I don't, or I want to feel my highest self and I don't. When I look at this thing, this makes me feel very sad or upset. And there's a lot of that in the world, right? Like we can look at the world and be like, oh shit, there's a lot going on that if I look at it, my state changes. And it's understandable. So definitely don't want to like discount or discredit the validity of the emotions that arise. What I do want us to do though is take responsibility for the emotions ourselves. Your energy is yours. Your power, you are power, you are divinity, and nobody takes that from you, and you don't give that away. We interact with each other on an energetic level all the time because we're made of energy, right? So we talk about this like you are a vibration. You are an energetic frequency. The nature of that frequency is not dictated by something seemingly outside of you. What it's dictated by is your own response and your own meaning and your own perception and your own focus and your own patterns of thinking. That's what it's based on. So if you're in somebody's company and your state changes, it's not on them. The shit's on you. And that's okay. You just get to take responsibility for it. You get to understand what it is that's going on in you that shifted and why. And that's okay. That's good stuff to look at. Like you want to know what you're feeling. You want to understand what it's telling you. And so having those conversations with yourself is way more empowering than having a conversation about somebody else or something else. Have the conversation with you. Literally, like go in the mirror and talk to yourself. We do this in creatorhood. It's called mirror work, and it's like one of the most powerful things that you can do. So I hope that this is helpful. I just kind of want to like clear the air on this a little bit because I see it a lot, I hear it a lot, and it's kind of misguided. I will say we're not giving our power away. We're not giving our energy away. Nobody's taking our energy from us or taking our power from us. We are sovereign beings. We are truly sovereign beings. Energy in and of itself is self-contained. It does not rely on anything outside of itself to be. And so that's not different for you. And I just want to give this to you. Take it into your life. Like when you have an experience, you see something, you interact with somebody, and something shifts in you, ask yourself what's happening. Don't assume immediately that it's the other person that shifted something in you. Ask yourself what shifted in you and deal with that shit. See you guys next week.